So, hi. I hope that you enjoy this video because this is my third time trying to film it. My dog was barking this last time. The time before that, I was trying to put my daughter down for a nap and she was crying and you could hear it in the background. Now she's over here eating. It's a little while later. It's just so many things, but I'm more prepared now. I've got some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about here. What? She wants more food. But here I am. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Angelina. I used to go by Angel on here, but during my honeymoon vlog with my husband, he called me by my name. So I've gone by it since. I haven't really been called Angel since I was a kid. And the only person that ever used to really call me that was my mom. So I just go by Angelina now because that's my name. If you can tell by the title of this video, I kind of want to make some changes to my channel. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I guess I could start with this video, but I wanted to talk about some things that I plan on doing in the new year. My cat it sounds like she's got tape stuck to her paw. Shay, come here, baby. It's cold out. I brought the cat in. I had the other cat in the house, but she has some serious gas, so I put her back outside. She was making the whole house stink. It was bad. I tried bringing the dog in earlier. She's got a bunch of straw and she's out of the wind. She's good. I wanted to bring her in and she scared the cat and woke up the baby. So I put her back outside. Speaking of cat, it's scratching. Every animal just wants to make noise. So this video, it's something I just want to talk about. I have always wanted a farm ever since I can remember. Really? You want a farm too? Since I was like a preteen teenager, I've raised rabbits. I've raised chickens. Most of them were actually roosters because when you go to like Tractor Supply or somewhere, unless it specifically says that they're female chickens, you just get the luck of your pick, and our luck was favored towards roosters. So I've dealt with roosters before and some hens. I love it. I've gardened. During my teen years, we had a garden at my mom's house. My dad's done gardens at his house, and we were a part of that. Well, my dad actually had goats too. One of my brothers had goats. The female did not like me very much. Although I think she did, but she liked to try and ram me, and I didn't like that. So I'm not too keen on goats. My plan is to one day have cows, like dairy cows and stuff, and some meat cows, but if I have cows, I really have no need for goats. So I might start with goats. It would be a whole lot cheaper. But right now where I live, I can't own anything other than chickens or a few other types of poultry. It doesn't have a limit on how many I can have, but where I'm at, that's all I can have right now. So I want a farm. I want a farm. And I think she wants a farm too. And I think my first vlog on this channel was a garden vlog. I was at my mom's house. I was about 17, and I had planted beans. Well, that they ended up dying. That's like, spoiler alert, they ended up dying. Yeah, I did not record that because I had started this channel, and then I turned 18, I got a job, I went to college, I started doing all that stuff. I was still trying to do videos, but things just, they didn't happen. I kind of just fell off of it. And throughout the years, I've been doing the same thing. This year, I had problems with my camera, but then I got a new phone, and it has more space on it. And then I realized that I could do videos on my phone. I mean, I knew that I could take videos. I've taken videos of a bunch of stuff. I never took videos for YouTube on my phone. And then I figured out that I could edit them in iMovie, which is what I've been doing here recently. And y'all that are subscribed to my channel, you guys seem to really like cleaning videos and stuff, which I was always terrible to edit those because it takes forever to do like the speeding up and the stuff for those. And I kind of like the vlog style videos and talking about things that I'm passionate about. I'm not very passionate about cleaning, but I have always loved, like chickens and animals and stuff like that. So I actually have a hamster. I bought my oldest daughter a hamster. Can I say that it was 100% for her? No, it was probably like 25% for me too, because I love hamsters. But my toddler is obsessed with hamsters now that we own one. And she had seen a couple videos on my phone from like where I was on Instagram, and there was a couple videos of hamsters that popped up, and she watched them and she was like, oh. So I ended up getting her a hamster, but I digress. So my plan for this coming year, so that way I get into it, because I could talk about the most random stuff, is I want to work more. Yeah, she's covered in macaroni and cheese, let me tell you. I want to work more towards my goal of having a farm, having land, being able to grow my own food, to be able to preserve my own food. I tried doing a garden this year. It got eaten by deer. I tried putting like a string fence around it with milk jugs full of rocks, and it did not work. Then I hung up strings with like pie pans. It did not work. I ended up breaking down and ordering a deer fence off of Amazon. I ordered 2 boxes of it to be long enough to go around my garden. And by the time that came, pretty much everything in my garden was beyond repair, beyond coming back, even if I put up the fence. And we had gone on vacation for a week. My mom came and she would water the garden, but I wasn't going to ask my mom to like weed my garden. So she came and she was watering it, and by the time we got back, it was overgrown with weeds. Like, it was back to grass. Like, it was. So I kind of gave up on everything except the tomatoes and the peppers. I weeded around those because everything else was eaten by deer except the corn. My beans were eaten by deer. I got some peas, but I just kept the seeds from them, and then I've learned recently that I probably won't be able to grow anything from any of the seeds that I kept because I didn't let the thing fully mature. The hamster's chewing on the cage. I didn't let any of that stuff fully mature. So I had she's meowing at the cat. I had Watermelon and stuff that started to grow, but the deer got into it. They didn't eat the watermelon, but I'm pretty sure they stepped on the vine because the watermelon stopped growing. And when I went to pick it up, the vine just slipped away from it. So a lot of things happen, and I've learned a lot since then. I found, probably at the beginning of the year, close to March or April, I found Roots and Refuge Farm on YouTube, and I watched like one of their videos and started following them, and that's where that ended. I found a couple other farm ones too that I can't remember the name of because obviously I don't watch them consistently. I did find a couple other ones recently too, but lately I've just been binge watching Roots and Refuge Farm. Really? Is that macaroni and cheese good? She's like, you're talking to your phone. So I've been binge watching them. I've watched videos from like 4 years ago all the way up to like, I've probably watched almost all of their videos from this year just in the last like month and maybe 2 months. But that's all I've been doing. I've been like binge watching it. I want to learn as much as I can, and I'm learning so much from her. I do have a friend that has a farm, and she offered to mentor me and teach me everything that I know, but I've been having a lot of stuff going on at my own house, from the mold that we had in our kitchen, redoing our kitchen, which by the way, it's gorgeous. And just all that kind of stuff, redoing the flooring, and then recently we just had mold pop up in our bathroom again. Or mold pop up in our bathroom. So I think that's where my allergies have come from recently. It's just been a lot. So I haven't been able to go there. So I've just been watching the videos from Roots and Refuge. Now I did buy this book, and I've only read like 2 pages of the introduction on it, but I did buy this book for $10 off of Amazon. It's called Mini Farming Self-Sufficiency on a Quarter of an Acre. Now I have more than a quarter of an acre. My dad joked, he said, just double it. But I got this book to try and learn some stuff, and I think the guy is from New Hampshire. Don't get that. I could be wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head. But so some of the stuff, like, he's got reference dates for, sorry if that like thing, my phone's going dead. He's got reference dates and stuff for like when to plant certain things, but where I live, my growing season is almost 200 days. So not everything is going to look the same. I know that. I've learned that. So I've been watching Roots and Refuge along with that, and that gets me into the next thing. Is she has talked about Baker Creek, and I ended up buying seeds from Baker Creek. I went on their website because I had been searching like a mad woman trying to find seeds that had gone on sale or something after like the end of the season, and I found a lot at Dollar General. I bought a lot. I have like 15 packs of basil. Do I need 15 packs of basil? No. And that's why I gave some of them away. Now I have 15 packs of basil, but I had like 25. But I gave some to my gardening friend, who has a farm. And yeah. So I went on Baker Creek's website and I found these. Now, Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm talks about growing something lovely. So that way you just don't be like, when everything's taking a while or it has problems and you're trying to grow something that you can buy in the store, you don't get discouraged. And I found these. They're about the size of a pea. I have never seen tomatoes this tiny in my life. I had to buy them. I put them in my cart. It took me a couple weeks to actually make the purchase. But then I was watching a video of hers from this past spring, and she was growing these. Now, she did have a lot of trouble with her soil this year, so a lot of her nightshades died. So I don't know if this was one of them. I have not watched a video that talks about it, so I will just look and see. But I was excited about these. I ended up making this purchase like the beginning of this week, end of last week. I think it was the beginning of this week. But I got those, and I got these long beans, these Chinese red noodle beans. I had never seen anything like this in my entire life until I had started watching Roots and Refuge Farm videos. But I saw this one. I'm not sure if this is like an exact one that she had, but she had noodle beans that she talked about in one of her videos, and I didn't know that beans got this long, so I wanted to try them. And then I got these Black Beauty tomatoes. You can kind of see a theme going on here, minus the spoon ones. But I got these because I've never seen a tomato look like this before, and I need to try it. I also got these black cherry tomatoes. I love tomatoes. They don't love me, but I love tomatoes. My mouth, the acid from the tomatoes kind of makes my mouth hurt. But I wanted to try these. And then I got these Purple Beauty peppers. Because, again, I've never seen anything that looks like this before, and I had to try it. Really? And then they sent me a free pack of seeds, and they must have thought that deep purple was my favorite color, because they sent me this Merlot lettuce. And I'm excited to try this too, because it looks good. So I got those from Baker Creek. I ended up spending $15, and this one was free. The Black Beauty ones were $3. The black cherry tomatoes were $3.50. The Black Beauty ones were $5. Chinese noodle beans were $3.50, and the spoon tomatoes were $3. So I got those, and I ordered something else a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. Here. And it came in the mail early. It was supposed to get here Wednesday, and it actually got here this past Monday. And that is the Old Fashioned On Purpose planner by Jill Wagner. Winger? Jill Winger? Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Jill Winger. Okay. It's in there with her handprint, like her handwriting. And I have trouble reading certain people's handwriting. So I got this. Yeah, I'm excited too. It's for homestead management, and I thought it was pretty cool. I am very peculiar about my planners, but I like this one. So far, I like it. It's got like kitchen stuff, like pantry staples, like it's got a list in here. It's got stuff where you can put your inventory for your pantry and your freezer, just different things like that. And I figured this would help me. It's also got like gardening things where you can put your seed inventory, planting details, and harvesting details, records, and more. And then for farm, it has feed inventory, animal health record, butchering log, and more. And actually at the back of the gardening one, it's got a place where you can plan out your garden. So I like that. It's also got conversion charts for the kitchen section for like kitchen substitutions, and then the conversions and stuff. And it also had like sourdough starter recipe, like how to do that, which I've been wanting to learn how to do, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's also got like canning records and stuff where you can put your canning stuff in, like at what temperature you should dehydrate some of your stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna love it. Also, another thing for this year is I want to get chickens. And I got some stuff for that. This is going to be way too big, but I got this because I didn't want to get like the tiny one, because you can order chickens from Tractor Supply straight from the hatchery, and they come in 10. So the bottle type feeder that like gravity feeds it was just going to be like too small. So I ended up getting this one. I can only fill like half of it if I need. And then I got this for water, which they're sold separate. I could have probably used a mason jar for this, but I got the plastic thing. And then I got this chicken starter and grower. It's organic because I would like to do all of my stuff organic. And that is kind of where I'm at. So I explained the first time I tried doing this video, which I've probably missed stuff that I talked about in there. I traded some of her crying throughout a video for her talking throughout a video, so this is life. But I will say, I talked about earlier when I tried doing this, the fact that I'm not going to change my name on YouTube if I just turn this into my farming thing, which, I mean, I'll still do some cleaning videos. I will still do vlogs and everything else. I just want it to be a little bit more farm-based, homestead-based. My husband, I was talking to him the other day, and he said that I'm starting to turn our home into a little homestead. And he was, you know, proud of me and stuff for it, because I was going to buy a bunch of wood to make these raised garden beds, and then it hit me. My mom wanted some pine trees cut down, and instead of spending $400 to build garden beds, I bought a $150 chainsaw, and I'm going to cut down these 16-foot pine trees in my mom's yard. Since I don't have a truck, one of my brothers that does is he's got a trailer and stuff. I already asked him, he's going to bring the pine trees to my house, and I'm going to use those to make my raised garden beds. And then that's one of my plans for this coming year. It's Christmas in a couple days, so it's not going to happen until the coming year, especially since we are having a very bad cold snap in America right now. And I live in South Carolina. I've mentioned it before, but it's colder than normal here. And it's a lot. The cat does not know how to stop climbing my door. But it's colder than normal around here, and I'm not going to get started until the beginning of the year for that. And I'm also going to build a chicken coop, and I'm going to order Rhode Island Reds. I've had them before. I love Rhode Island Reds. They're beautiful. They're a big chicken, so I can order they give you 10 at a time. Like, when you order them, you can only order 10 at a time. And I don't need 10 eggs each day. So when some of them get big enough, I'm going to butcher them, and they're going to go in my freezer. So my friend who has a farm, she's going to teach me how to do that. I want to get rabbits too. I want to use the manure for like compost and fertilizer, because I've had rabbits before and I love rabbits. So I want to do that. I have a compost bin outside with worms in it, so hopefully they didn't die from the frost. Hopefully. So I've got compost started, but those are some of the things that I want to do this coming year. So be prepared for videos of me using a chainsaw. This is gonna be fun. My dad is terrified. He's like, before you touch it, before you use it, let me teach you how to use it. And I'm like, okay. I think I've used one once. But yeah, my dad's like, before you use it, let me teach you how. So no self-teaching for that one. My dad has forbade it. So those are some of my plans for this year. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my ramble and me flipping books in your face. I'm sorry. I already put the last frost date for the year and the first frost date for the year in here for my area and my growing season, which is 194 days in the altitude, because apparently you need to know that for canning, which I'm going to learn how to do too. That's another thing. So I'd like to learn with you guys. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I'd like to learn with y'all. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you enjoy your day or the rest of your day wherever you're at. And I will see you next time. Bye.